Yo, what's up YouTube, man? It's your boy Action Jackson, man. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys my thoughts and reactions after the Dallas Cowboys beating the Detroit Lions 24-6. So I'd appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share my video with anyone who you think might enjoy my content, man. So hopping into it, man. This was a close game. And I was short of my prediction. I was thinking that Dallas was going to finally break the mold and get to at least 30 points for the first time in the season. They missed that by 6 points. But obviously, I felt like they would have exceeded 30 points if they didn't have such a slow start. So, which in turn, for me, I'm going to talk about, offense side of the ball first. It was Dak's first game back. We expected him to be a bit rusty. A lot of people were expecting him to have unrealistic expectations of him throwing for like 300-400 yards and like multiple touchdowns. I did not see that being the game, especially with Detroit playing scrappy and Dak played 3.5 quarters for the first game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then he missed 6 straight weeks after that, and then prior to week 1, he didn't play any of the 3 preseason games. So Dak looked pretty solid in his first game back. He was nearly perfect for the entire first half, but if it wasn't for a drop by Noah Brown, which he normally catches, that would have, Dak would have been nearly had 100% completion percentage in the first half. But, Dak did well. Dak today was 19 of 25 passing. He had 270 yards and 1 touchdown late to Peyton Hendershot, who just received his his first career receiving touchdown. Last week it was Jake Ferguson. So these young tight ends, man, they're balling out. So our receptions of how Dak mostly got to 207. CD had 4 receptions for 70 yards. Noah Brown had 5 receptions for 50 yards. Dalton Schultz had 5 receptions for 49 yards, and that's what mostly made up of Dak's 207 yards. But we were really balanced in today's game. Like I said, Dak had 207 yards passing, but we ran the ball really, really well tonight again with 139 rushing yards, and most of those came off of course, Tony Pollard with 12 carries and 83 yards, and Zeke had 15 carries for 57 yards and 2 touchdowns. So basically, the run game took over this game, which it did, and that was about it for the offense. But before I go over to the defense, which played stellar in this game, only holding Detroit a top 5-10 offense statistically to only 6 points is really, really impressive. Not trying to act like the Detroit are like world beaters or anything like that. They're not. But, a lot of people in the other communities were like, oh, you got to watch out for the Lions. You got to watch out for the Lions because they can score. They can sneak up on you, score a lot of touchdowns. I'm glad, once we got the momentum changer when Jared Goff threw that pick to Trayvon Diggs, that was an immediate game changer because, Lions are up by 3 points. They got the ball coming out of half. Then Jared Goff threw that interception straight to Trayvon Diggs. Nice catch by Trayvon Diggs. Then what just ended up happening is that we had a beautiful drive. We went down there, scored a touchdown, and then ever since then, Detroit wasn't able to do anything offensively. They just kept getting negative plays. Yeah, they got big chunk plays, and then they would turn the ball over to Jordan Lewis. Prayers up for him. I know he had to be carted off the field. The trainers helped him to the sideline. Then from the sideline on, he had to be carted off the field. Prayers up to him. Hopefully he's able to come back, and hopefully it's not that bad. And since we're on the topic real quick of injuries, hopefully that Zeke is fine too. He took a real nasty hit by Deshaun Elliott, safety number 5 of the Detroit Lions. So it looked like he hyperextended it, but he still was able to come back in the game and still have a solid game and still put up 2 touchdowns, which was great for Zeke Elliott, of course. So, defense was the story of the game, obviously, about what I just mentioned. They listened to what I said. And also about the defense, before I go into statistical categories, I'm really proud of Sam Williams, man. Sam Williams showed his emergence in this game. He had 2 sacks. I believe one of them was a clear takeaway. He just took the ball out of Jared Goff's hands for the end of the game. And I believe he also caused another fumble. but then it was recovered, I believe, by the Lions. And then also he had a hip toss tackle where he had the running back in his hands and he was trying to lift him up and trying to pile drive him into the ground. I was really shocked that there wasn't any penalties on that play. This game officiating was a bit spotty in this game too. So yeah, but I'm really proud of the defense. They showed up again, only held the Lions to 6 points. Lions didn't have nothing to do, you know, offensively, of course, and we kept them in the snuggie. The Lions, they were able to move the ball up and down the field. But at the end of the day, we caused, going over defensive stats other than, giving people their props like Jordan Lewis, Sam Williams. Of course, Michael Parsons had himself a day. He had a sack today, and he also had a forced fumble. So I was really great by that. But Dallas defense in total, what they did today, they forced 3 fumbles. Like I said, that first one, I believe that's Evan Wilson, I'm pretty sure, where he tossed the offensive player into Jamal Williams, the lead back for the Lions. And then he kicked the ball. The Lions player kicked the ball when he got blown up by Donovan Wilson. And then it ended up making a fumble by Jamal Williams. And then the Lions recover. That was one. Then Jamal Williams again fumbled to where he got down to the goal line. DeMarcus Lawrence caused a fumble recovery by Anthony Brown. Then, like I said, it was a clear fumble forced by Sam Williams where he stripped the ball and took it out of, Jared Goff's hand. So we forced 3 fumbles. We recovered 2. We had 2 interceptions. Again, were by Diggs and Lewis. Diggs, that was the momentum shifter of the game. Jordan Lewis's pick, that's what solidified the game, and that's when we went down there and scored a touchdown with Zeke Elliott, and we punched it in. And then for total, we had 5 sacks in this game, 2, most of them which came off of Sam Williams, of course. Then we had one from Donovan Wilson, we had one from Micah, and of course, Sam Williams with his majority of sacks. So, we had it was a pretty solid game. We knew it was going to be a close game. That's about it, man. Now we're on to Chicago. And Chicago doesn't look that great offensively neither. They're solid defensively, but I felt like with that coming back and this being this big confidence builder for him to come back in, he passed the ball really well. He had 207 yards. He had a touchdown. Offense was a bit more efficient than it has been with Cooper Rush. So, we just got to step it up and just take this offense to another level, especially since we have Dak Prescott back and everything like that, man. So that's about it for the video. Hope you guys have a nice day. See you later. Stay blessed. Bye.